Battle Royal is now here to go one-on-one against the smoothest Erik Lockhart, Sammy.
Will Austin, I can appreciate the tenacity of this young man, but he definitely has not picked the smoothest of trails trying to make a name for himself here in Reality of Wrestling.
Erik Lockhart there.
I love it.
Reese Maddox by his side. After their conversation last week, maybe Reese Maddox is accompanying Erik Lockhart to give him a little bit of coaching tips on the outside, maybe help him in this matchup, or keep him on the straight and narrow.
Are you seriously saying that Reese Maddox is giving advice to Erik Lockhart? Look, Reese Maddox made the best decision.
I said tips.
Well, look, Reese Maddox has made the best decision of his young career by standing under the tutelage of Erik Lockhart. He's about to show young Reese exactly what you gotta do to move up to the top of the mountain here in Reality Wrestling.
Quick roll up.
And the first step is not working by the hour. Reese Maddox putting Will Austin on notice.
Well, you know that we've seen Reese Maddox win matches like that, specifically against Erik Lockhart as well. So there you go, CC. I mean, maybe those are the tips that Reese Maddox could be passing along to Erik Lockhart. You never know.
Look, everybody,
maybe he's getting him back to what he was good at.
I'm not going to fall over your trap, Kirby. Look, Erik Lockhart, everybody has an off day. All right, Erik Lockhart, he was clearly thrown off his game. He was clearly still emotionally traumatized about the situation he had with Eli Knight. And now he's found it in his heart to look out for somebody else. That's what Erik Lockhart is all about. He's all about giving back. He gives back to this business. He gives back to Reality of Wrestling. And right now, he's giving back to young Reese Maddox.
Oh, quick roll through here. Oh, look at that counter into a crucifix. But Will Austin able to get an advantageous position. What technique these two are showing. Whoa. Another pinfall attempt here. Erik Lockhart almost gets caught. Right now, these two technical giants are trying to make a difference for their records on Glory, with Reese Maddox at ringside.
Well, look, Will Austin is a great young talent. There's a reason why he's here on Road Glory. There's a reason Will Austin has climbed up the ranks at Reality of Wrestling, but don't compare Will Austin to Erik Lockhart. Erik Lockhart is one of a kind. There's nobody that looks like Erik Lockhart. There's nobody that sounds like Erik Lockhart. There's nobody that's accomplished what Lockhart has done here.
Here from Austin, and these two are just trading pinfall attempts after pinfall attempts, Sammy. Sorry to cut you off there.
And look, there's clearly, as Reese Maddox watches on, to see the master at work.
Well, you both men right here with the backpack slides. As now Erik Lockhart using the ropes to his advantage. Oh, look at that, going right after the arm of Will Austin. Those are the shortcuts that Erik Lockhart has begun taking over the last year. And you saw that look at Reese Maddox, almost as to say, this is what you need to do to get to the next level.
Look, Reese Maddox is a student of the game. We heard him say that he grew up watching Erik Lockhart. Reese Maddox has studied Erik Lockhart before he even came to Reality of Wrestling. Now he's getting an up-close personal view of exactly what you got to do to get the job done, and Erik Lockhart is providing that information in spades here tonight.
Well, Will Austin now has a
just like that
on his left arm there, as Erik Lockhart.
Look at that, so smooth. That's right, Kirby. Erik Lockhart, the smoothest.
You know,
trademark.
I tried to do that arm thing once, and then Erik Lockhart actually tried to tell me how to do it properly when I thought I was doing it right. As right there, he drops that right elbow right across the face. As you see, and he's telling Reese Maddox to get close.
You see Erik Lockhart making sure that Reese is paying attention, because lessons are in session here tonight, Kirby. I mean, Erik Lockhart, always the professor of professional wrestling, always teaching lessons.
Well, teaching those lessons could potentially carry Reese Maddox to the same success that Erik Lockhart has seen here at the Reality of Wrestling. A former tag team champion and a former television champion in his own right. which now is known as the Glory Championship. Our champion still AJ Francis.
Look at that, Erik Lockhart feeling himself here.
And now this Erik Lockhart here going to the outside. Not something that we saw from Erik Lockhart a lot over his early parts of his career here at the Reality of Wrestling, as he's looking to potentially use the environment to his advantage. You see Reese right there saying this is not how you want to win.
Wait, what the hell? Erik Lockhart perfectly had Will Austin in position to throw him into the barricade. I don't know if I like this, Kirby.
That's using a foreign object, not in the match. That's not what wrestling is about, Sammy. Are you kidding me?
Professional wrestling is about getting the job done, and if anybody knows how to do it, it's Erik Lockhart. And I don't know if I like this impression that Reese Maddox is clearly starting to have on Erik Lockhart.
He connected with that knee strike to the side of the head. Will Austin could be out into the cover. And Will Austin able to get that left hand on the ropes to get the rope break.
I don't like how it's affecting you either, Kirby. You came out here saying that Reese Maddox is out here to give tips to Erik Lockhart. Nobody, if there's anybody in the locker room that doesn't need tips, it's Erik Lockhart.
He's getting a different vantage point. Maybe he's seeing something from Will Austin that Erik Lockhart isn't seeing inside the ring. It's like a coach on the sidelines. You know, they see the game differently.
Look, I appreciate the great success that Erik Lockhart had previously here at Reality of Wrestling, but it never crossed your mind, Kirby, that the reason why Erik didn't have even greater success is because he wasn't taking advantage of every moment as it counts, and are we saying that's what Reese Maddox wants Erik Lockhart to do? He wants to go back in time?
Why wouldn't he? Erik Lockhart was one of the most beloved superstars here at the Reality of Wrestling, but right now Will Austin is trying to get to that status, connecting with those clotheslines to Erik.
Look, not to mention the fact that Erik Lockhart does not have the science, the tools, or the means to build a time machine. Goodbye, Huey Lewis in the news. Erik Lockhart's ready about the here and now, and he's trying to get the job done against Will Austin.
Twisting cross.
No.
Into the cover, and Austin has almost put away Lockhart. And you see Reese Maddox there on the outside, very impressed with that kick out from Erik Lockhart.
That's the heart of a champion in Erik Lockhart.
And now both men taking a corner here, as this matchup is only our second matchup of the night.
And this would have been over if Erik Lockhart would have thrown Will Austin the barricade earlier.
And now Austin goes into the corner. Oh! Runs right into the post!
Good. There you go. Come on, Erik. Austin's down.
Or now, referee Valen trying to keep Erik Lockhart away, giving Will Austin a little bit of time to recover after that shot on the shoulder.
Yeah, referee checking on Will. We're gonna have a stoppage here.
Wait, what is Lockhart doing? What is he reaching for?
Whoa.
That's a steel chain. What the hell is Erik Lockhart doing?
You never know what you're gonna find in Erik Lockhart's tights.
And look, no. 1, 2, and just Will Austin gets the victory. Was trying to get a shortcut. He gets caught and loses another match. And look at Reese Maddox. He is disappointed in Erik Lockhart.
I'm disappointed in Erik Lockhart too. If it wasn't for Reese Maddox, you gotta believe he would have taken that foreign object way quicker and would have put this thing away. This is Reese Maddox's fault.
That's not how you win matches the right way, Sammy. That is how you take shortcuts. And Reese Maddox is trying to get Erik Lockhart to go back to doing things the right way.